I live in Iloilo City, but that's not really what this video is about. Didn't have any electricity when I went to bed. We've been experiencing brownouts. 3:30 in the morning, the power went off again. I knew it's just been a challenge and a frustration. Good morning from the Philippines project. This video is just a little update as to what's going on here. I live in Iloilo City, and I love it. I love a lot of things about Iloilo City, but that's not really what this video is about. We operate, our electricity comes from a company called Eleco One, and we've been experiencing, I call them blackouts, they call them brownouts here. We've been experiencing brownouts since the first of the year, and I don't mean just once in a while. We've been experiencing brownouts every day and for several hours a day. Sometimes our electricity is only on maybe 5 to 6, 7 hours a day. And I'm guessing, I'm not saying exactly, but it'll be on for 2 hours, it'll be off for 7 or 8, and then it might come back on for 3 or 4. What I have noticed is at night, like after 11:30 at night, something like that, maybe 2 o'clock in the morning, sometime when the activity outside in the neighborhood and in the city drops down, it seems like we get some electricity. But for example, last night we had electricity. Let's see. We didn't have any electricity when I went to bed. So I went to bed probably 11:30 at night, and I didn't really sleep, but at some point about 2 o'clock in the morning, my wife woke me up, and I had fallen asleep. It seemed like every time I do a video, there's some noise in the background, but that's the Philippines. I hate to tell you, that's just the way it is. So she wakes me up and said, "Oh, the power's on." I said, "Okay, good." About 2:30 in the morning, I got up and went to bed and got relaxed again and fell asleep. And then about 3:30 in the morning, the power went off again. I knew the power went off because the air conditioner went down and I got hot. I had to get up. So I walked off into the other bedroom in the front area where there's a large window. I lay in front of that. There's no fan, there's no electricity, no nothing. So then I laid down and I fell asleep for a little bit. The electricity came back on. I went back to bed until about 5:30. So I don't even know how much sleep I've been getting. It's just been a challenge and a frustration. And the challenge is not to really get upset about it, because there's not anything that I can do. Short of learning how to live without the electricity or getting solar power and getting a generator, which I did have a video where I almost bought one last year. Kind of regret not doing that now, but I was kind of afraid it would be too noisy, and we didn't have that many blackouts. And the issue with Eleco One is a distributor of electricity. They don't produce the electricity. And so they say, and they always tell us, look, basically, say whatever, we're victims in this too. We're the ones without electricity. We're the end consumer. They call us consumer owners. And but as a consumer owner, I don't have any control. And I found in any relationship, if you don't have some leverage, you're SOL, right? So that's kind of where we're at right now. But they are the distributor of electricity, and they receive it. I don't really know where they receive it from, some coal plants, but they don't have an adequate supply. And I don't know if it's because maybe it's because they just don't have enough power, they're not getting enough power, or Iloilo City is growing at such a rapid rate, it's outstripping the potential power supply that comes into the distributor. I don't know. But for whatever reason, the whole island of Panay is out of power a good portion of every day. And this is the 4th of January, 2024. It's been like this for 4 days. So it's frustrating. It is the Philippines. And, you know, if I wanted power every day, I'd just stay in America, I guess. Up to this point, it hasn't been that frustrating because it just happens every once in a while. And you can kind of deal with it and say, it's just the Philippines. It happens here. We all know that. I knew it before I came here. But every day, 6, 7, 8, 10 hours a day, it starts to wear on your nerves. And you'll hear a lot of YouTube bloggers, or vloggers, they call them, talk about the concept of death by 1,000 paper cuts. It's not the electric that gets to you here, maybe. This is getting pretty bad. But, you know, it's a lot of things that frustrate you. You know, I was really grateful yesterday because I went to a doctor's appointment, and in order to make the appointment, I had the phone number. I called my doctor. Her receptionist answered, and I set an appointment. That's not usually the way it works here. It's sometimes the number, a lot of times the number in the book, or the number online, whatever. They got rid of their cell phone, they got a new one. Maybe they, you know, it's a different carrier you're calling, and your carrier won't talk to them. There's a lot of reasons, but there's a lot of frustrations like that. We've had a lot of issues with our internet service, Globe Internet, and we went for the first 30 days, and it's just hit and miss. You know, I've only been putting up about a video a week, maybe a little bit more than that, but a lot of it is I can't get online. So this video is not meant to dog the Philippines in any way. I still love it here. You know, I retired here for most of the year, and I wouldn't change that. But I always try to be real on this channel and let you know the real part of it. You know, I'm not just going to show you the beaches and the beautiful women and all. Then that's all here, but that's not all that's here. So anyway, if you've experienced the same thing, go down and put your comment in the comment section below. Check out our Facebook page, the Philippines Project on Facebook. I don't have a lot of viewers or a lot of members on there, but I'd like to build that page up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please go and subscribe right now. If you want to hit the notification bell, you'll be notified whenever a video comes out. Anyway, I appreciate you watching. If you've made it this far, you're my hero. See you next time.